about to tell you, this tactic goes on within the swingers community, BDSM community, and all other types of communities. But mainly, like, this is very common in the BDSM community and swingers lifestyle. Basically, when you are a dom, and let's say you bring your sub to a kink party or a kink event, other doms might see your sub and they will want your sub so that your sub can be a part of their dynamic or their family. So usually the dom won't just walk up to you as another dom and say, "Hey, I want your girl. Let me have her." It don't work like that. So this is what they do. They'll the dom will have their sub or slave, whatever label they gave them. They will have them approach your sub in a very friendly way. Say, "Hey, why don't you come hang out with us? You know, you seem real cool, down to earth. Here, take my number." So the plan is to get your sub to go to an event or come to their house with them, so this way they can start convincing her that you should that she should be with them and leave you. This happened to me a few times. This usually just happened to me over the internet. It only happened to me once in real life. So what happened is that on the internet, other subs would approach my sub, and they always compliment my subs. I got some of the most beautiful subs any man can ask for. So it's not a surprise that another sub is coming to my sub saying, "Oh, you gorgeous, you pretty, you cute." Like, my subs are used to getting compliments. So that's not out of the norm. But what they do is they say, "Hey, let's hang out together. Let's chill. Or come over here." And then what's over there is their dom or their daddy dom who they sent to message my sub so that they could, recruit her. Now, it never worked with my sub because you gotta understand something. Any sub that leaves me, it's a downgrade after. Unless God or Jesus Christ Himself is your next dom, it's going to be a downgrade. But surprisingly, this happened to me one time in person. It's this event in Florida called FetCon. So me and my sub was there, and oh my god, this unattractive sub approached my sub. I'm right there next to her. Like, she ain't even acknowledge me. Like, she see I'm her dom. Like, it's obvious I'm her dom. It's obvious she with me. So anyway, that's how I knew something was up. She approached my dom. She approached my sub saying, "Hey girl, you so pretty. How you doing? Where you get that from?" I think she complimented her on her collar that I got. I got this little custom made collar I have my subs wear. She said, "Oh, where you get that from, girl? Where you get that from, girl?" And my sub let her know, "Oh, my daddy got this." "Oh, okay, cool." But anyway, like, she ain't even say, "Oh, cool, you got a cool dom, you got a cool daddy." Okay, I was right there too. Like, this little sub just being disrespectful, but I kept it cool. I kept it cool. So she said, "Well, anyway, my name is such and such, and I'm here for a couple days because it's in, like, I think it's like St. Petersburg, Florida. It's not too far from Tampa. That's where the event was being at." So she like, "Well, I'm gonna be here for a couple days, so you should hang out with me." She said, "Oh, I don't know about that. I'm with my daddy, so but thank you anyway." "Oh, okay, well, here's my number if you change your mind." gave her a number and everything. I'm like, all right, cool. So like after that encounter, we walked off to the other side of the convention, whatever. So like we kind of laughed and joked about it. I'm saying, wow, you really pulling you really pulling bitches around here is what I said to her. She's like she was a little she was flattered. She was very flattered after that. So anyway, we walk out of the hotel because we plan on going to Florida. I mean going to Tampa Bay to this other little. I ain't gonna say what it is anyway. We on our way to Tampa, but it's right next to St. Petersburg where the convention is being held at. So as we driving out, guess who we see? The same sub that approached my sub, but now guess who she's with? She's with her Dom and this other girl, probably another sub that was a part of the dynamic. And I'm just looking at her, I'm like, what what makes them think my sub will leave me for that? Like I don't listen. I don't talk about people, but they just look hideous. Like already the sub that approached my sub, she was not attractive. Okay, she is not something I can show off. So let's say, cause I'm thinking to myself, cause I was kind of relieved that, cause like usually when subs approach my subs, they try sometimes they try to be down with us, and a lot of times I gotta reject them, cause like look, you ain't my type. I can't be seen with you. So I was a little bit relieved that she wasn't trying to be down with us. It kind of made me feel relieved that she was trying to just kick it, just with her and my sub. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm like, I don't want that. But anyway, I seen her family, whatever you want to call them, and they just was not looking right. So even if I wasn't on the top of my game, I don't gotta worry about them. But I say this to say this is the games and the tricks that other DOMs and subs use on other subs to recruit them. See, if I see a sub that I like, I'm approaching her. See, a lot of DOMs, instead of you approaching that sub yourself, you'll send another girl or send a sub to approach her for you. I don't like that. Because let's say if a sub did become a part of my family, she could easily say, well, I'm not here for you, I'm here for her. And she'll be completely correct. She not here for me, she here for her. Therefore, I don't want no sub around me that ain't here for me. Damn if you here for my other sub, I don't care about that. And in actuality, in order to deal with my subs, you gotta have my permission. And I don't just let any subs deal with my subs. Because let me tell you something about this lifestyle. It's a lot of subs out here living very recklessly. I am very picky with the subs I deal with, and I am very picky with the subs that I let my subs deal with. I don't do drugs, so all that partying and smoking weed and doing coke is out of it. Like I don't do none of that. So what happens is that you got a lot of subs, they be popping pills. They smoke weed. They do coke. They do drugs. Yes, the hard drugs. Therefore, I ain't gonna just let you come around my sub just cause you think you cute or just cause she look good to you and y'all wanna hook up. I don't play that. And you could tell your Dom I said it too. Because a lot of Doms, like they'll use the little manipulation and the trickery You know what I mean? They'll be trying to be real buddy and cool and friendly with you, knowing that they really just trying to get your sub, yo. I'm like, yo, son. I tell them straight up, if you wanna, if you wanna play with my sub, like, just say that. Stop acting like you like my $100,000 chain right here. Like you. This ain't like this is a nice chain. I paid 100,000 for it, but don't be acting like I like your chain like you never seen a chain before. I recognize game. So if you a dom and you got a beautiful sub or beautiful subs, be prepared for other doms and subs to try to use trickery and game to take your subs from you.
4, 3, 2, 1. Go.